Welcome back to Square Off. A $1 test for the Zika virus, bacteria that cleans water, high-speed tests in case terrorists unleash a deadly virus. Hundreds of scientists, students, and staff at ASU are doing cutting-edge research at the university's Biodesign Institute. 2 biodesign research buildings are open, a third is under construction, and a fourth is in the works. ASU's research spending has more than doubled in the last decade to $458 million. That's according to the National Science Foundation. The university has climbed 36 places to 48th in the country among all universities in research spending. It's 10th among universities that don't have a medical school. But the most ambitious research may be on a vaccine that would prevent every cancer known to humans. Call it ASU's Cancer Moonshot. The lead researcher tells me he knows people think he's nuts.
So this whole Biodesign Institute is built around the notion of how do you understand all the problems that nature has already solved? How do you take those designs, biodesign, like architecture, how do you take those designs and then solve the problems we want to solve? So we already have hundreds of people that are working here. We're hiring scientists, engineers.
They work with students?
Yes, hundreds of students.
Teach students?
High school students, yeah, everything. There's nothing that we do. There's no research that we do, none, that doesn't involve students. So we've built for Arizona a world-class, bar none, equal to anything that's out there, research enterprise. New Mexico got the Los Alamos National Laboratory. Arizona, for whatever reason, didn't get any of these things. And so lots of reasons for that. So we decided, well, why not leapfrog all of that? You know, why not do something that's none of them are going to do? Build our own idea of a little mini national laboratory, and then we'll just build it. And then we'll just advance our ideas for funding and then win. You know, why not do something that's none of them are going to do? Stefan, how you doing? Good. These guys are following me around. How are you doing? So Stefan first is a disruptor, contrarian. That means he doesn't just follow the lead of all of the other cattle walking into the dairy barn, the cows walking into the dairy barn. He's looking for a different solution, so cancer vaccine, as opposed to treating cancer after it has been already attacking the body.
Cancer vaccines are probably the hottest thing in the cancer field right now. Some clinical trials just came out, but these are to treat your cancer after you have it, and they're personal vaccines. What we're trying to do is find a vaccine that you take ahead of time so that you wouldn't get cancer in the first place.
So what kinds of cancers?
Every one that we know of.
Every single cancer we know of, this vaccine
could prevent? That's what we're trying to do.
Well, just explain how you're doing it, though. So you're at the root of how cells act and behave, so it's a completely different approach.
So we found something out about cancer cells that most people miss, that they're all making some common mistakes. And we can take those common mistakes and give you a vaccine for them ahead of time.
So what's the timeline? What's a realistic timeline for you or somebody else to come up with a vaccine preventing cancer?
I think at least 10 years.
10 years. That's a lot of work.
It is, but you got to start, right?
That's also what universities are for. So because he doesn't have to worry about the profit of the pharmaceutical company every day with people breathing down his neck saying, where's the product, where's the product, where's the product? He can sell his idea, find funders for the idea, bring his team together, work with students and faculty and staff in this lab environment, and just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. That turns out to be, if you look at every major discovery, that's how they're made.
Exactly.
And you're a contrarian.
Yes.
Most people don't think you're apparently well known for that.
In a respected way.
I'm still a nice guy.
Yeah. Most days. On all the days that count.
Do other people in the field just think this guy's nuts?
Yeah.
Why?
Because no one else is doing it. And because if you look in the textbooks, there's experiments that say that this should not work. And so, but they missed something. They didn't look at the data, their own data, close enough to realize that it's possible it could work.
So he believes something I've always thought, and that is the human body itself is a massive thing that we don't understand well enough. So most cancers are defeated in the body themselves. So I have cancer cells probably, they're defeated until they're not. Well, how is it that they're detected and defeated by my body? And then what can I do to emulate that? I mean, that's part of your chemistry that you're doing.
Do you want to be in the lab?
Yeah.
I was never a lab person.
I'll give you my lab coat.
I was always interested in how to be helpful to scientists.
Stephen Johnson's research on the vaccine started 10 years ago, but it's already spun off a technology to test for potentially deadly viruses before an outbreak occurs. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is studying that technology.